Welcome, today I am with Motorola Edge 20 and I will show you a couple camera tricks. So let's quickly open the camera and at the first, let's turn off the rear camera. Okay, and at the first I'm going to talk about the best features that we can find in the settings, and after that I'm going to show you a few modes and tips that we can use when we use that mode. So let's go for the settings, and as you can see here we get a few options. So at the first we can enter for AI settings. And in the AI settings we can, for example, find the auto smile capture. So let's turn it on. And right now this option will automatically capture when someone in the frame is smiling. So I'm going to show you how it looks, but let me also turn on the mirror effect. Okay, it's turned on. So take a look right now when I'm going to turn on the front camera and when I'm going to smile, the smartphone just take photo automatically. So as you can see, this feature works. Let's go back for the rear camera and let's open more settings. We can also show palm to take selfie. Let's try it. Okay, as you can see, it also works. Another option that we can find here, I think that's all. The smart composition is not that important. In the photos we can enable watermark, as you can see. So when you tap right here you can quickly add timestamp to your photos in the right bottom corner, and also we can add the device watermark on the left bottom corner, and you can add your name. Click on this feature to confirm, and right now we can try to take photo. As you can see in the left bottom corner we can find watermark, and the same on the right bottom corner we can find the date and the timestamp. Let's open the settings one more time. Let's take a look what we can find in the videos. Okay, there's nothing interesting here. Capture settings. We can quickly twist our wrist 2 times to open selfie camera. So take a look. We can also set the rear selfie or auto camera. So let's try. Let's go for the front camera right now. And as you can see, it switched to the rear camera. And we can also do the same for the selfie camera. When you select here instead of the rear selfie, we can also activate option called tap anywhere to capture. So for example, we can tap right here and the photo will be taken, so we don't have to use this shutter. So sometimes when you cannot reach shutter it will be useful for you, but you have to remember that this option is turned on. We can also activate the grid lines on the screen. So take a look. It appears on the screen, and right now if you want to put something in the middle in your photos, for example like our logo, it will be definitely much easier with this help grid lines on the screen. Okay, and I think that's all from the features that you can find in the settings. The next very useful option, let me just clean the screen because I can find here a lot of fingerprints. So another useful option when you are in the normal photo mode and then click somewhere on the screen, for example here, we can quickly change the brightness level. You can increase or decrease very quickly, so we don't have to enter for Pro mode to change brightness level on your photos. You can also add timer. You can enable 3 or 10 seconds. So when you enable under 3 seconds and then tap on the shutter, after a few seconds the photo will be taken, as you can see, and it will also works probably on the video mode. Or no, unfortunately not, I'm wrong, but in the most smartphones it works in the both modes. And we can also find Google Lens when you tap right here, and the Google Lens, it's very powerful tool. You can make here a lot of things. For example, we can find maybe my private smartphone. So we can put it here, just like that, and click on the shutter. And as you can see, we can find the web search of the device. And yes, in front of me, it was the Asus Zenfone. You can also make the homework, shopping, place. We can also translate. So there's a lot of things that you can make with this Google Lens feature. When you tap right here in this place, we can find other modes. As you can see, there's a lot of modes. For example, we can use the ultra resolution. So take a look. I'm going to take photo with this mode, with this logo. Let me just get it from this angle. And right now I'm going to take the same photo but without that mode. And let's take a look on the difference. As you can see, this photo was taken with the normal mode and it looks not that bad, but take a look on this one. Unfortunately, it doesn't catch focus on our object, so let's make it another time. Okay, right now it looks definitely better, and as you can see in this mode we can find a lot of details, definitely more details, and we can zoom in much closer than in this normal mode. So if you are looking for more details in your photo, definitely use this 108 megapixel mode that you can find here. It's called the ultra resolution. And this smartphone you can also find the dual capture. Take a look. You can record video from the rear and the selfie camera at the same time. You can also change for the rear camera, so it looks a little bit weird, but yeah, you can make it. And with two lenses. And right now we can take with selfie and the normal camera. Here we can just change position of these cameras. And in the more modes we can also find the panorama mode. So we have to click on the shutter and then move your phone in one direction very smoothly, and you can catch more objects than in the ultra wide angle. Take a look right now. As you can see, it looks definitely better than, I mean, it's not looking better, but you can catch more objects in the photo. So I think that's all. If you find this video helpful, remember to leave a like, comment and subscribe.